Hey guys, Jeff the Nature Guy here at Zoo, Montana, and listen, we talked about scorpions before, but that was a little one. Time to talk about the big boys now. Look at this thing. Oh, he's so cool. And I got time to tell you, he's actually in the middle of eating right now, so if you take a look, you can see a cricket leg coming out of his mouth parts there. But this is actually an emperor scorpion. These guys are found in Africa, one of the biggest scorpions in the world. And you know, what's so funny is these guys they're pretty vicious, beast-looking animals, but to be quite honest with you, they're actually pretty docile and pretty relaxed animals. It takes a lot for one of these guys to actually sting you. And the thing is, if he did sting me right now, it's gonna hurt. It's not gonna be pleasant. But just like that other scorpion we talked about, they're not gonna be able to kill us. Their venom just isn't potent enough to do that. But you do notice right now his little pincers up here. We'll talk about this in a minute. But he's pinching me right now with those. That, of course, a main weapon that he'll use to actually, well, catch other bugs out in the wild. Now here, let me tell you about their body parts. Now those things that up front look like big muscles, look like crab claws, they're called pincers, not pinchers, but pincers. And then obviously, you see all their legs. They have 4 sets of walking legs. Then, of course, the tail. And on the very end of the tail, we'll see if we can get a close-up of it, there's that big little ball right there with that stinger. That's called a telson. And that, of course, is where the venom is at, where, of course, he holds that venom to inject his prey with that venom. Now, that venom really built for smaller animals, bugs, maybe a mouse, something like that. Again, not effective enough for a human being. But my favorite thing about these scorpions, especially emperors in particular, is the fact that they have a really neat covering on their exoskeleton. It's called a cuticle. And inside that cuticle, there's actually a very thin layer, a very hard layer, that actually glows in ultraviolet light or even in moonlight. And the neat thing is we have no idea why it does that. And there are some theories. They think maybe it confuses predators, maybe it helps scorpions find each other, or maybe it helps protect them from the sunlight. But we don't know. It's one of those cool mysteries in science. What we do know, though, is that that cuticle can glow well after a scorpion is dead. And get this, even in fossils of scorpions, it still glows in ultraviolet light. So it lasts for millions and millions of years, which is just so cool to think about. And the neat thing is, who knows, maybe that has some kind of medical use for humans. Kind of a neat thing to think about. But nonetheless, what a cool animal this is. Such a vicious looking thing, but again, pretty docile and pretty relaxed. We have 3 new ones here at the zoo, so make sure you come out and check them out. And boy, they are just neat to look at. Guys, until next time, I'm Jeff the Nature Guy with our Emperor Scorpion.